Hello Gunners, and welcome back to Arsenal, your go-to source for everything Arsenal. If you're passionate about the Gunners and want all the latest updates on transfers, match news, and behind-the-scenes stories, make sure you hit that subscribe button and become part of our growing community. Now, let's jump straight into the breaking news and transfer moves making headlines in North London. Andrea Berta handed Arsenal transfer green light as huge deal edges closer after £34.6 million decision. Arsenal's summer window has been one of rapid-fire arrivals, careful negotiations, and tense speculation about potential outgoings. New sporting director Andrea Berta has wasted no time stamping his mark on the Gunners' operations, overseeing a staggering 6 signings in July alone. However, with the dust settling on those incomings, the second phase of Arsenal's window is now in full swing: departures. After weeks of speculation, Berta could finally be on the verge of sanctioning his first meaningful exit, and the developments don't even originate in North London. Instead, the ripple effects of a collapsed transfer in Italy could have a direct impact on Arsenal's ability to move forward with one of their own stalled deals. Fulham's domino effect and Reiss Nelson's uncertain future. According to Fabrizio Romano, Atalanta are closing in on Lech striker Nikola Kristovic after Fulham's £34.6 million bid for Rodrigo Muniz was rejected. That rejection could prove pivotal. Fulham had been juggling their forward options, holding off on a final push for Shakhtar Donetsk winger Kevin while also weighing up their long-standing admiration for Arsenal's Reiss Nelson. Now, with their Muniz move effectively shut down, Fulham may have little choice but to revive their pursuit of Nelson. The Cottagers' interest has been well documented, but negotiations were paused while they tested the waters elsewhere. With time ticking away in the window, Arsenal will hope Fulham return to the table with renewed urgency. For Arsenal, Nelson's situation is delicate. The winger has long been admired within the club for his professionalism, versatility, and impact in key moments, not least his unforgettable last-minute winner against Bournemouth in 2023. But game time has remained inconsistent, and at 25 years old, Nelson needs the regular football that Mikel Arteta cannot guarantee him. Another loan, most likely to Fulham, is currently the most probable route. However, Arsenal would prefer a permanent deal if certain performance-related conditions are met during any temporary move. With Berta keen to streamline the squad and reduce the wage bill, Nelson's departure could be the breakthrough needed to unlock a wave of outgoings. The Kiwior question: balancing finances and depth. Another player in the shop window, albeit more reluctantly, is Jakub Kiwior. The Poland international, signed from Spezia in January 2023, ended last season strongly and has shown glimpses of why Arsenal invested in his potential. But with William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White, and Jurrien Timber all ahead in the pecking order, his chances of regular minutes are limited. Reports suggest that both AC Milan and Porto are circling, with Porto even holding talks in recent days. The most discussed framework is a loan with an obligation to buy, though Arsenal are wary of losing a valuable squad member without guarantees of suitable financial return. Here lies the dilemma. Kiwior is arguably the most marketable of Arsenal's potential exits, with his age, international pedigree, and recent form making him an attractive option for top European clubs. Yet Arsenal's defensive fragility in recent seasons, compounded by injuries to Timber and Tomiyasu last year, has made the club hesitant to sanction any sale without appropriate cover. If a deal is struck, it will require compromise, Arsenal insisting on protective clauses, and suitors pushing for affordability. For now, the Gunners remain cautious. Andrea Berta's influence and the strategy shift. Berta's appointment as sporting director was always going to bring a fresh approach. Renowned across Europe for his meticulous planning at Atletico Madrid, the Italian is seen as a deal-maker who thrives in difficult markets. His first month at Arsenal has already delivered Kepa Arrizabalaga, Martin Zubimendi, Christian Norgård, Noni Madueke, Christian Mosquera, and Victor Gyökeres in a whirlwind spree that few could have predicted. But the challenge of exits is arguably even more complex. Unlike signings, which often involve one club pushing to complete a deal, offloading players requires alignment across multiple fronts: the buying club's willingness, the player's ambitions, the financial structure, and the timing. For Nelson and Kiwior, the variables remain numerous. Yet Berta's track record suggests he is unlikely to panic. Arsenal have been accused in previous windows of being too accommodating when selling, sanctioning cut-price moves or loans that yielded little return. This summer feels different. The club want value, clarity, and sustainability. In that regard, Berta's green light for the first major exit will be more than just a transaction, it will be a statement of intent. The bigger picture: will Arsenal add again? The prospect of further incomings this summer remains slim. Arsenal's squad is already loaded with fresh talent, and Arteta has reiterated his satisfaction with the balance. However, football.london understands that Arsenal are keeping an eye on opportunities, especially if player sales create unexpected room in the wage structure or squad list. Yet any talk of a seventh signing is likely to be shelved unless a significant exit materializes. For now, the priority is trimming the squad to a manageable size while maintaining the depth Arteta insists is crucial for a season that will include battles on four fronts. Conclusion. Andrea Berta's Arsenal revolution is still in its infancy, but the coming days could mark a turning point. Whether it's Reiss Nelson finally sealing a move to Fulham, Jakub Kiwior attracting a firm bid from abroad, or another unexpected departure, Arsenal know the importance of getting their exits right. The £34.6 million rejection that shut the door on Rodrigo Muniz's move could, ironically, open another one for Arsenal. If Fulham return for Nelson, Berta could chalk up his first key outgoing, and with it, Arsenal's transfer window will enter its next decisive chapter.